Wow. Did it work? OBS, are you cooperating? Kevin MacLeod, are you cooperating? Good? Good. Hello. Good afternoon. Looks like everything's working. Happy birthday, Blueberry Oakley. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Whew. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, right. That's the other thing I forgot. I've got to put the chat on my phone so I can see all you guys' comments and not have to keep switching back and forth. I hope everyone's doing well today, because where I am in America, it's gonna get hot. It's gonna get unhealthily hot, and I hope everyone is safe. Haha. Oh, you're doing your nails, Rainbow Factory Taylor? Cool. I'd like to do my nails, but I don't like, I don't know, I don't like how the nail polish feels on it after a while. You made it, Camilla. Hello. I hope everyone is being hydrated and well rested. Oh, the UK is hot too? Ugh. Like, it's not just that it's gonna get hot here, it's that the humidity, is gonna be like at 100% or something. So I've been learning what that means, and it's like, even if you're sweating, the air won't be able to evaporate your sweat and cool you off. Oh, you're making an OC ref sheet? I need to make one of those. That's pretty cool. It's V. I know Art Fight is going on. I'd love to join it again, but I've just been so busy. I joined it, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. It was a lot of fun, but I've just been too busy to draw. Me too, Rev Skull. I can't wait. We'll get through this. We just gotta get through this. I've got. Oh, and keep your electrolytes up. I've got electrolyte water. I got regular water. Oh, thank you so much, Valcat. I do my best. Michael Starlight Doe Art Fight is a website where you like have ref sheets of your characters, and there's two sides, and the two sides fight each other by like drawing art of like another person's OCs, and if you draw another person's OC, that gets you points for your side, but the other side can take those points back if they then attack you back by drawing your OC, and it's like an art trade, and it's really fun. Yeah, Moonlit Nights, it's hot in the US, and it's gonna get, depending where you are, it's gonna get worse. I think I'm like right in the middle of it, but thankfully most of my work is like indoor stuff. Oh, I'm glad it's nice and cool for you, Michael Starlight Doe, but not the hurricane part. Hello, she who lounges upon rings of Saturn. I'm glad you could make it. I think this stream might... Am I yelling? I don't know if I'm yelling or not. I think this stream might be a little shorter than the last one, because we're just gonna go... I didn't even check the poll. What am I doing? I'm a fraud. For 3 days, I was telling myself I need to check the poll. I need to see who's gonna be first. And I didn't do it. I forgot. Wowie. Vere's got the most votes? Okay, so it looks like Vere, Ace, Kuras, and Leander. Alright, that's and Mhin, because I can only put 4 faces in there. Because I had both of my earphones in, and I'm trying to talk over the music, and it sounded like I was yelling. Yeah, it's getting record hot in Valcat in America right now. Record hot, and oh yeah, is it still flu season? On top of everything? And then it's and then with the humidity, my eczema's acting up even more. Ugh. Oh, Miko the silly goober, you're sick. Aw. I hope you feel better. Stay hydrated. Rest your body. That's usually my go-to for when I'm not feeling good. The Niji Sanji version of this playthrough? Oh, what's that? I never heard of that. Is that another YouTuber, or is that something that I'm not doing? Yeah, it's V. Oh golly, it is only just June. Ugh. Everything's just been a lot. That's why I try to keep my channel cozy. If you just want to put on a video while you're eating some oatmeal or something. Ugh. Oh, and is the music okay? Is the music too high? I was smart and got some Kevin MacLeod music up and ready. I think I got it to repeat. Oh, for a second, Blueberry Oakley, I thought that said you got an unskippable ad for Squid KFC. Like, KFC, you can't start serving squid. I mean, I guess you could. Oh, they're VTubers? Cool. Niji Sanji. I'll have to look that up. I'm just kind of enjoying this music now. I'll look at that laters. It's very okay, Rainbow Factory Taylor. I am terrible at painting my nails, too. I get it everywhere, like all over my skin, and I'm like, it'll fall off. Oh, you painted a flower. Oh. I don't know how it would feel if KFC started serving squid. Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot Touchstarved has a has a Kickstarter. Ow. It's V says, what's everyone's favorite type of pancakes or waffle? Mine is buttermilk. I like plain old buttermilk. I've been making blueberry pancakes lately, but I think I like regular old buttermilk with a little bit of vanilla in it. Oh, Corey, wait. I didn't put the wrong thumbnail up, did I? No. Yeah, this is the Touchstarved ones. You're talking about, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Corey as Quack. You're talking about, dang it, it's the game I've been obsessed with. Date Everything. I've seen the safe. I do want to meet her, but I'm kind of scared. She's so pretty. But I don't know how I'd feel about being in front of a dominatrix. I don't know. Nutella pancakes? Nutella pancakes. I don't think I've ever tried those, Blueberry Oakley. Banana and oatmeal pancakes? Okay. Ooh. Ooh. So thankfully, I'm keeping my air conditioner on. It's so hot. It's so hot and I don't like it. So hopefully you can hear me okay. I've got something called noise reduction going on in OBS so that hopefully you don't hear the fans and the air conditioner, so that the sound quality sounds a little bit better. Oh, pancakes with a thick layer of Nutella inside and then rolled into a roll. Rev Skull, you've had UK pancakes with lemon juice and sugar? I've never heard of that. What's everyone's... Rainbow Factory Taylor says, what's everyone's favorite coffee or tea? For a while, I was drinking marshmallow root tea, and that's, like, supposed to be really, really good for you. But right now, I've got some, like, licorice root ginger tea for my throat. I think I like regular tea. Like, the regular good old Lipton tea or something. And I just had a really good cappuccino, a caramel cappuccino. Sleepy bug! Hi. Ma'am, I hope you are resting. I hope you're feeling okay to make it to this stream. Yes, they're being good, Sleepy Bug. If Uggy Stoopy comes today, he'll keep things in check as well. But I hope you're feeling okay. But I'm not a huge coffee person. I do kind of prefer tea. Okay, that's alright, Miko the Silly Goober. I'm glad you showed up and I'm glad that you're doing okay. This may be kind of a shorter stream because we're just gonna do the side stories of each of the guys. Each of the group. Oh yeah, Sleepy Bug, don't spoil yourself on this. This game is really fun. The demo isn't as long as I remembered. But I'm glad that you showed up. I'm glad to see you. Hello, Marwa. Yachino. I hope you're well. I'll see you later, Miko. Thank you for coming. I'm just chilling right now. I probably should start, though, because I feel like I'm gonna get sleepy. Where did we... Okay, so I'm pretty sure that everyone who's If anyone needs... Wait, Sleepy... Maybe I shouldn't go through a rundown of the game. Well, the basic thing of this story is we got cursed hands. Ow, I bit my tongue. We got cursed hands, and if we touch somebody, it drives them crazy. So we've gone to this city that has a really big library. And, we're gonna find a way to get a cure for our evil magic fingies. And then we meet 5 goofballs who turn out to be friends who are possibly going to help us. Bye, it's V. Thank you so much for coming. Good luck with your OC ref sheet. And you get some rest, Sleepy Bug. Let's see. So I put up a poll to see who we should do in order, because we're going to do them all. And it looks like the order is Ver, Ace, Kuras, and Leander. Really, I thought Leander was going to be at the top, but it's good to see that Ver has so many fans. Is the music too loud? Does the music sound okay compared to me talking? Let me know. You're not late at all, MJ. In fact, I just started. Yep, we're gonna do Ver first. Yeah, Ver, Ace, Kuras, Leander, and Mhin. Alright, let's see these boys. Ver! Hopefully I don't get myself murdered by him. Oh, right. I almost forgot. There. Haha, I remembered this time. For the first time I remembered. Hi, Huggy Stoopy. I'm gonna like saying that now. Yep, we're starting now. Starting with Ver. Because they had the most votes in the poll. Of all the people I've met, only one left me with more questions than answers. Ver knows more than he's letting on. I'm certain of it. Still, lingering doubt looms heavy over my decision. Can I really trust someone who lies so readily? Sure you can trust him, he's so pretty. Returning to the bar is slow work, with the heavy crowd vying for drinks. When I find Ver, he's leaning against the counter, elbows propped up on the edge, and a wine glass raised to his lips. It's only been a week, but I forgot how pretty he is. I catch myself staring, and judging by the looks I see thrown his way, I'm not the only one. Yet there's a clear ring around Ver, so no one seems bold enough to cross. No one else seems bold enough to cross. Aw, are they just making a ring around him? I didn't think you planned on sticking around. One ear perked up at the sound of my approach. A free drink's a free drink, even if it tastes like stale rat pee. Stale Didn't you say you wouldn't be caught dead slumming in this crap hole? Yeah. How dare you slum in this is our crap hole. Ver takes a delicate sip from his glass, but his tail thrashes below the bar. You've caught me red-handed. He peers at me over the rim of his glass. In the low light, his eyes glitter, jewel-bright with amusement. However will you punish me? I figured my company's punishment's enough for you. Ver's lips twitch, and he smiles despite himself. I saw your little run-in with that gibbering imbecile. Quite the show. A muscle in my jaw flexes. Oh yeah, when the big man tried to knock me out. Did you enjoy watching? I much prefer to be an active participant, but Ace intervened before I could. Would he though? We need to be super polite with Ver, yeah, because he's the only character in the game who murders us. His eyes are so pretty. I can't tell if he's disappointed because he didn't get to save me, or simply because he missed out on a fight. Next time I get jumped, I'll be sure it happens near you. Ver laughs softly under his breath. He rests his glass on the counter with a sharp clink. I did warn you, didn't I? He moves closer, and I tense, my heart leaping in anticipation. But he only runs his hand up my arm to dust off debris, no doubt picked up from the floor, with a touch far gentler than I expected. I wonder what it's going to be like when you get Ver to finally actually fall in love with you. About finding trouble, he murmurs under his breath, while his fingers rub small circles into my shoulder. I whisper for fear of what my voice might do if I speak up. I can take care of myself. It comes out sharper than I intended. Ver lets me go with a sigh. So, did you come here for praise, or will a head pat suffice? Head pats? What about real explanations instead of vague ramblings about moths and fire? Oh yeah, he knew something. Ver scoffs. You could buy me a drink before insulting me. After the way you pounced on me, if anyone's owed a drink, it's me. Ver falls so uncharacteristically quiet that for a moment I fear I've actually crossed a line. Then he props his chin on his wrist. I don't think you understand how things work around here. Information is a luxury, one you've flung carelessly aside. If you valued my words, you'd have taken me seriously. Valued? I barely understood what you meant. I gave you free advice, warned you of the danger you were in, and still you went prancing off to the sea spring. Is that what he was talking about? No, Uggy Stoopy, don't tell anyone about our unblurred hand-holding and head pats. You get us all in trouble. People find out we're holding hands in this game. Small wonder the soulless didn't tear you to ribbons. My first impulse is to argue, but what he said doesn't sit well with me. How does he know what happened to me? What's soulless? You mean the nice ones? Well, I'm certain I wasn't being tailed when I went to the sea spring. There's still a chance he saw my scuffle with the soulless. You mean the one in the city? How'd you know about the soulless? Did you follow me? Of course not. I have a very sensitive nose, remember? Right, how could I forget? Do you normally greet people by shoving your nose into their laps like an overeager dog? Well, he did win the post vote, so I think a lot of people would love his nose to be in certain places. For a heartbeat, Ver's eyes grow wide and flat. Aw, did I hit a nerve? Then he laughs under his breath. Only the ones I like. Ver trades his empty wine glass for the long-abandoned tumbler sweating on the counter beside him. Soft lumps of ice bob in the watery dregs of whiskey. The truth is, I despise most people. His eyes flicker over my shoulder, and thin when Leander's boisterous laughter erupts from the other side of the bar. What about me? He looks me over with an agonizingly slow gaze. Finally, his lips quirk. You've piqued my interest, curiosity. You've piqued my curiosity. It's a start, or so I think, until his eyes slide away and he turns back towards the bar. Hey. I've got no idea how I'm supposed to hold a conversation, much less get answers. I knew Ver wouldn't make this easy for me, not when he clearly enjoys playing games. Are you going to tell me anything, or are you having too much fun? He lets out a short breath. This isn't a game for me. A lie. I'm close enough to catch the subtle bristling of his tail. If anyone's fooling around, it's you. People like us can't help but attract danger, yet you seek it out, and for what? Cheap thrills? No, dude, I'm cursed. I wasn't trying to get eaten by a soulless. There's something I'm looking for. And you think Mhin can help you? Leander, are you really willing to risk your life with those idiots? Hey, Mhin is not an idiot. And that's all. What life? You've got no idea what I've gone through, or forget it. I start to rise, but something flicks against my ankle. Ver's tail. Oh, it's a little more than a brush, but enough to give me pause. His eyes, softer than before, search mine. They couldn't even begin to understand you, but I could. How do I know I can trust you? You don't, but I'm slightly less inclined to waste your time with empty flattery or insults than those two. Because the thing is, I would probably trust Ver, but Leander, I have this strong feeling that Leander's gonna betray us. Is what you desire really worth risking your life for? If you knew the kind of life I've lived, you wouldn't be asking. Yeah, I got bad hands. Ver considers the condensation on his glass for a long moment before speaking again. Will you trust me? Yes. You seem like a trustable young man. Even though if I play my cards wrong, you'll kill me. I nod, and he rewards me with a small smile. Good. Ver raised the tumbler to me, then knocks the dregs back. Once finished, he wipes his mouth on the back of his hand. Let's talk. Outside. We could both use the fresh air. With that, he slips away from the bar, leaving me to follow his long, trailing tail through the crowd. It's so cold, and the breeze cuts clean through my bandages, numbing my fingertips. If the chill bothers Ver, he doesn't show it. Do I have more appropriate music? Yeah, that's slightly more appropriate. It's so cold the breeze cuts clean through my bandages, numbing my fingertips. If the chill bothers Ver, he doesn't show it. He lopes purposefully down the street into an alley. This far from the wick, the bar's racket is a little more than an indistinct hum. The street is silent in the dead of night. Did Ver want privacy or no witnesses? When he kills you. You had questions. Ask. Ver's breath mists. In the cold moonlight, his shadow stretches unnaturally long over the cobblestone street. Quickly, I've got a show to attend. Heavenly Lutist, as I'm sure I've mentioned. He looks down his nose at me. Effortlessly. Is he also really tall? Effortlessly imperious. For a heartbeat, I'm reminded of the stark want that gleamed in his eyes when he touched me. If he wasn't so pretty, I'd walk away. But I need answers, and I can't think of a better way than starting with the people I met earlier. If Ver doesn't prove trustworthy, maybe one of them will. I wonder once you choose them, if you're, like, locked into their route. First, we ask about all of them. I'd like to know more about Ace. You two seem close. He made an impression, Not surprising. He's strong, ruthless, easy on the eyes. Gives it almost as well as he takes it, even if he's awfully greedy. Big everywhere, really. What you blushing so hard for? Bit simple, but you know what they say about still waters. I don't, but I'm too distracted by the change that's come over there to ask. Don't they say that still water is, like, really dangerous or something? A coy smile plays at his lips as he winds a finger around the chain dangling from his collar. I thought you didn't like most people. Ace isn't most people. He's better.
Aw, are they best friends? Could they even be roommates?
Our eyes meet, and Vere's tender expression curdles. He makes a tiny sound of distaste in the back of his throat. He's more trouble than he's worth. Dangerous, too. Stay far away from him and those red-eyed freaks if you value your safety or your sanity. Is that why you scolded me for going to the sea spring? I really don't think Ace is as bad as you're saying. You don't know him. Not like I do. Uggy Stoopy, you're saying a bunch of things that I don't understand. Ace is huge, confirmed. You've came at the right time then, Michael Starlight Doe. This is part 2 of the live stream, so we've already done most of the main story. This is just like the little bits at the end of the demo. Hello, Silver Yumi, it's good to see you. The corner of his lip twitches. So maybe that's saying that he really likes Ace, but he had some kind of falling out. What about Mhin? I've got to admit, I was surprised to see that you and Mhin know each other. Are you friends? Oh yes, we laugh and go shopping and have sleepovers where we braid each other's hair and kiss with a little tongue. Okay, so you hate each other. I'm beginning to wonder if Vere's ever had friends. Let me guess. You don't like them. Can't stand them. The first time we met, they stabbed me. Slid cold, hard steel between my ribs. Nearly nicked my heart. It was exquisite. The knife, I mean. Some sort of antique. Mhin's done nothing but disappoint me ever since. So you're not close. Can you imagine me being friends with that crabby little killjoy? Impossible. Not unless they learn to lighten up. And I'm afraid not even a surgeon as practiced as Kuras can remove the stick firmly lodged up Mhin's pert behind. What about Leander? Oh yeah, didn't Vere hate Leander with a passion? What do you think about Leander? I don't. Ha! An unusually curt answer for Vere. I don't buy it. So you're not very fond of him? I wouldn't spit on Leander if he were on fire. Ah! Vere shudders. Oh no, he'd enjoy that far too much. To call Leander trash would be an insult to manure. He's a pathetic, slimy little man-child in big, shiny shoes. I've seen mutts running in gutters with more dignity. That's another reason why I think that Leander is just he's gonna throw us under the bus, he's gonna betray us, and he's gonna say it's the right thing to do, and we're gonna be like, why you betray me even though I knew you were gonna do that from the beginning? And I'll still be surprised. I don't even know how to respond to that. Before I can ask my next question, Vere gives a frustrated growl. I haven't got all night for idle gossip. Isn't there someone more interesting we can talk about?
Who? You?
No, I'm more interested in learning about you.
Oh yeah, that catches me off guard. What about me?
Having comes easy or cheap in this world. You're clearly set on this thing you've spoken of, your very reason for being. Yet, have you considered what might happen should your struggles prove futile, if what you desire is beyond your grasp?
Yeah, what if we can't cure our magic hands at the end of this game?
You're not late, Zone Doll. We've kind of just started. According to the poll, Vare had the most votes, so we're starting with him. And right now he's just kind of reading everybody for filth, except Ace. I don't know, is he flirting, Carmela? Is this his version of flirting?
Oh, my hands. I have to have all my lotions and ointments.
Dude is crapping on guy from a great height. He is. Vare hates Leander so much. What did he do to him? Yet, have you considered what might happen should your struggles prove futile, if what you desire is beyond your grasp?
I'll never stop looking. If I can't find it here, I'll go into the swamps again. I'll find what I'm looking for, no matter what it takes. I won't give up. I can't.
Even if you lose everything?
Haven't you noticed? I haven't really got much left to lose.
To cling so tenaciously to a slim hope. How fascinating. Now, where were we? Oh yes, you had 2 questions left.
2? But you haven't explained anything.
Then I suggest you make your last questions count.
So much for being helpful, but I suppose that's just how information works in this exhausting city. Leander told me that this... Wait. Did we... Hold on a sec. Did you flim-flam me? Hold on, I'm gonna go back a teeny bit. Did he not let us answer all the questions? Ace, Mhin, Leander, you didn't let me ask about Kuras. Sir, what do you think about Kuras? He really hates him. I wanted to ask you about I regret speaking as soon as I start. Vare's mentioned Kuras before, though not by name. His previous reaction was nasty, but I can't back down now. Not with Vare eyeing me suspiciously. Kellogg's. What do you think about Kellogg's? Vare? I wasn't gonna say Kuras.
About?
The doctor. Kuras. I tense, ready for a blowback, but Vare only shrugs.
Bit of a bore if you ask me, but he's popular enough. You know, on account of his massive heart.
He winks, as though the stress he placed on heart wasn't already suggestive. Are you talking about something else?
There's always a line wrapped around the block for his services. People can't seem to get enough of his special medicine.
Probably because he doesn't charge anything. Vare's tail gives an impatient twitch.
Or they're eager for a little mouth-to-mouth with their pelvic examinations, if you get what I mean.
I don't think Kuras would do all that. He seems kind of arrow. But I don't know, this is only a demo. I don't know what Kuras is into. When I grimace, Vare grins wolfishly at me. There's clearly no point in asking him anything else about Kuras. No one else? I'm done asking about the people I've met, and good thing, too. The longer I talk, the further Vare's attention strays. He keeps casting furtive glances down the street. Oh, wait. Okay, so you did take away one of my questions.
I don't know if we've hit a branch or not. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the original one. There. Leander told me that the Cenobium imprisons people. Did he mean you? Leander's a moaning fool with a throbbing victim complex. The old Reddit switcheroo. I just had to do a little save scumming. It's not that explicit, hence why I'm playing it. Oh yeah, Silver Yumi, I never thought of that. What if Kuras betrays us? I don't think I'll ever recover from that. Because I know Kuras isn't a human, but he's not a monster either. I think he's like an angel or something, which isn't too much of a spoiler because I think it says it on the game page, like right as they're introducing him. So maybe he is. Maybe he thinks he's better than Ace and Ver. That would be a really good reason for Ver to not like him. He loves to see himself as a savior, but the only difference between his cronies and the Cenobium stooges are the uniforms. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what surprised me more, the bluntness with which he speaks, or the venom lacing his ordinarily silken voice. You're asking who, when you should be asking why. Says the butthole counting my questions. The look he throws me is infuriatingly self-satisfied. Fine. Why were you imprisoned? For the same reason the Cenobium would snatch you away. I'm something special. Oh yeah, I guess the Cenobium would, like, probably chain me up for my magic hands. Oh, okay, so Kuras is friends with Ace, but not Ver. Alright. It's like a love or a friendship octagon. That's a good point, Zondal. That Kuras's beef with Ver might be more personal. Alright. Ver bows his head, gathering his hair in his hand and lifting it from his shoulders to bare his neck to me. See this collar? He cranes his neck, inviting me to lean closer. It looks unremarkable, doesn't it? I'd assumed that Ver's collar was a personal touch. On closer glance, the thick, supple leather is molded to fit his neck snugly. Uh-oh. But the large silver buckle seems easy enough to pry open. Touch the collar? You're not giving me any other choice. I reach forward to touch the buckle. Ver's hand lashes out. Long, slender fingers wrap around my wrist and flex, exerting just enough pressure to hint at how easily he could snap my bones. Rude! That's funny, Zondal, when you hate your friend's friend, but y'all gotta hang out and be polite. Don't you know better than to touch without asking? Yeah, you... You didn't ask me first, you cutie. You didn't ask first. Why should I? Our eyes meet, and he grins. His little teefies. Because I said so. That's not very fair. Fluff fairness. Life's not fair. His voice lowers to a pleased rumble. Patience, espoir. No. I'll tell you when and how you can touch me. Behave, or I'll make you bleed. Alright. I can understand why he got the most votes. He says it with a smile so sweet it hurts. Is that a threat or a promise? Ver doesn't answer me, but he lets go of my arm.
I smoothed down my bandages. I can't lose my composure again. By now, I'd fully expected Ver to walk away, but the fact that he's still here suggests he either forgot about his warning, or he was never counting my questions to begin with. Are you saying that's what'll happen if the Cenobium finds out I'm different? I'll be collared?
Doubtful. They keep me around because I'm the best at what I do.
And what exactly are you the best at?
Murder? Killing.
He says it carelessly, without hesitation.
As long as I wear this collar, I'm made to hunt the Cenobium's dizzying array of enemies. Monsters, soulless, noisy dissidents who grow overbold. I'm bound by their will until the day I die.
That's awful. Ver murmurs in agreement.
It is, isn't it? And that's all I have time for. I really must leave now. I'll be late.
Oh yeah, he's gotta hit the show. That's it? Why'd you bring me here if you weren't going to explain anything? He has the nerve to laugh.
Isn't that obvious? I wanted to lure you out here alone so I could eat you.
Scandalous. You're lying again.
And you're asking far too many questions for someone with so much to hide.
He glances pointedly at my hands, and I shove them deep into my cloak. What, I have eczema. Leave me alone. What makes you think I'm hiding anything?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the tough act or the way you tense up at the slightest provocation. More likely it's the bandages. Not exactly subtle,
Hey, you be quiet, Ver.
I'll be going, unless you're willing to share some morsels with me.
There's a biting edge to his playful tone. I can't tell you anything.
Wrong. You can start with what you are.
I take a step backwards, but... Nah. My back hits a wall as Ver follows me in lockstep. He rests his hand on the wall beside my head, caging me in. Oh dear. Oh no. Ver reaches for me. His fingers curl under my chin and lift, forcing me to meet his lidded gaze.
Would you believe me if I said that the eyes are the windows to the soul?
His eyes are so pretty. So very pretty. My eyelids twitch.
Cliché, I know, but let me tell you a little secret.
Ver leans in until his lashes tickle my cheek, and the warm, faintly spiced scent of his hair drowns out the stench of greasy cooking fires and chimney smoke. His eyes pin me down.
There's nothing you can hide from me.
His voice is so low, so supple I could slip into it.
The loss of protection, the loss of hope, the sheer desperation that drives you to search and search to no end. I could give you something new to live for.
I wonder what the ultimate ending with Ver would be. My heart hammers, my lungs burn, as though each breath is being stolen away. How could he possibly know? This must be some kind of trick, but for once, Ver isn't smiling.
All that suffering has made your soul so irresistible.
No, don't eat me!
Exactly, Blueberry Oakley. Sir!
Do we kiss, Carmela? Do we kiss? Do we smooch? The look on his face makes my blood run cold. I've seen it before. Traveling through the wastes, lanterns would occasionally reveal carcasses picked clean by starving scavengers, whose eyes shone in the dark with that same ravenous hunger. Oh no! Ver takes a shuddering breath.
You're trembling. What if you and I went somewhere quieter, alone?
Reach out to him. I like that it's, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Reach out to him.
Darkness laps at the edges of my vision, drowning all my pain and fear, and leaving me adrift. A single thought claws free. I can't give up. As Ver bends over me, my hand seems to move on its own, weakly crawling up his chest. It'll all be over soon. Even through the gauze, his skin feels white-hot, an anchor from my rapidly dissolving mind. My fingers close around the chain dangling from his collar, and I yank. Little more than a gentle tug, but Ver's breath hitches. I twist my hand, pulling the chain tighter and tighter until the collar dimples his throat and his eyes darken with a baser hunger.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know what's gonna happen.
Let me go. Hee. Ver's mouth snaps shut with a sharp click of teeth.
Or wait, or are we going to live because we chose the survivalist thing?
He shakes his head as though to compose himself, then gently loosens the knot of my fingers from his chain. When he finally speaks, his voice is soft and breathy. Shame. He eases back, and for what feels like the first time since he cornered me, I breathe, but my relief is short-lived.
Ah!
Nimble fingers trail down my jaw before tilting my chin up. His touch is feather-light and teasing, but my pulse still leaps. Ver's lips twitch into a smile, his white-ringed pupils thinning with amusement. You're fun, Espoir, even if you frequently forget your place. But if you ever call me a dog again, I'll break you. Understood? When I narrow my eyes at him, he laughs under his breath.
Oh wait, do we live? We lived through that? So... Because I had to save immediately, Isabella, because I thought he was going to kill me. I thought that was the ending where you die.
But I guess because we chose being a survivalist, we're a little bit smarter when it comes to not dying. As soon as Ver releases me, I sink against the alley wall to catch my breath. He looks down at me. Let's get one thing straight. I ate a monster 3 times your size for breakfast. 2, actually. The first tasted dreadful, like a fisherman's antique ashtray, but that's besides the point. You and I may be alike, but don't ever forget what I am or what I do best.
Being hot and killing folks?
He smiles, wide enough to flash his sharp white fangs, as much a warning as a smirk. The crash of shattering glass cuts through the air. I rip around to see a drunk stumble past the alley, leaving a trail of beer and broken glass in his wake. I glance back at Ver.
And he's gone.
But he's gone, vanished into the dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Silver Yumi. We lived? Sit down, lady. Thank you for coming, Sitali Makwani. Oh, or did they change that? Thank you, Revskull. Aw, I mean, that is kind of funny that he's the only character that could kill you in the demo. It kind of gives him, like, a more air of danger, but if they remove that, that's understandable.
I'm left in the deserted alley, trembling with a delirious mixture of exhaustion and excitement. Flufferdoodles! Only once my racing heartbeat slows do I make my way back towards the wick, guided by the distant sounds of reverie. And I think that's the end of the... Yeah. Okay, so, or is this where you choose, your thing? Ver, the chained charlatan. Ver serves as a warning of the dangers posed by the cenobium. As cunning as he is curious, Ver finds you fascinating, and insists that he can help. But trusting him means entrusting your life to a collared beast with a lethal reputation. Can Ver protect you, or are his honeyed words a trap waiting to snap shut? Alright. Cool. Cool. This game also has a Kickstarter. I don't know if they have a Patreon or something. Alright. Cheeky fox. Cheeky fox man. Let's see. Oh, it's Kuras, right. So Ver got the most votes. He really got the most votes. And Kuras is the next one. Doc! Hey, Doc! Hot on Kuras' heels, because he was just trying to leave the party secretly, I squeeze out of the bar. Of everyone I've met, he seems the most likely to help me, and the least likely to murder me on a whim. Wait, what? What? Wait, hold on. You don't... Wait, does his end there? I could have sworn... Or did I just press the wrong button? I don't know what that was. This morning, he said I could go to the clinic whenever I needed help. Time to see if he's a man of his word. Yeah, I think maybe I pressed the wrong button. When I pressed enter, it must have pressed title. I breathe a sigh of relief once I'm free of the crowded bar. Hearing me, Kuras turns my way. Espoir, I take it the Amaryllis district is not to your liking.
No, I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, thank you, Rev Skull. You said that was one of the changes you saw people didn't like along with Leander's character? Did they change something about Leander? Oh yeah, you're right, Zone Doll. He did give me a choice to say keep going or give up. Oh, I don't remember if I found that in my original playthrough, but I do know that I did get killed by him. Alright, thank you, Zone Doll. So, oh yeah, this game does branch way more than I remembered. I shake my head. I went from wandering the wilds to swimming through a sea of drunk hooligans. It's hard not to feel smothered. It's a bit overwhelming, but that's not why I stepped out. You do not require treatment after that fall, do you? I scowl up at him, and he holds out his hands in a mollifying gesture. I apologize, Espoir. Please continue. There you are. Someone cuts across me towards Kuras, stopping us both in the middle of the street. Even in the dim pink haze that blankets everything, there's no mistaking her pressed white uniform. Uh-oh. She's from the Cenobium, though the flourishes on her clothing look a bit different from the others I've seen. I swiftly step back, making myself as inconspicuous as possible. I'm not special. These bandages are just for eczema. Nervous onlookers sidestep Kuras and the cleric. They form an island of white in a sea of people teeming with color. Is this a bad time? Persistence is not always a virtue. That's what you said last time. Oh yeah, I think she needed something. Then take this and be gone. Kuras reaches into his coat and produces 3 tiny glass vials, bound together with a thick leather cord. A silvery powder shimmers inside. He gently flicks the vials, watching the contents swirl,
and extends them to the cleric. This is it? She looks extremely unimpressed.
Looks can be deceiving.
He throws me a glance and a swift smile, but I'm too surprised to respond. Kuras was the first to warn me about the cenobium. No one had anything good to say about it. And yet, here he is, openly dealing with a cenobium cleric in the Amaryllis district. I glance at Kuras, and then the cleric, who seems to notice me for the first time. A new patient of yours. Her eyes linger on me for a long, tense moment, but when Kuras steps between us, she sighs and disappears into the seething crowd.
Espoir? Is something amiss?
What was that all about?
Lower your voice. It is of little consequence.
Yeah, I think he's doing a trickery. He's doing a shenanigans. He's doing a flim-flam. That's all you have to say? After the earful you gave me about the cenobium, you...
Be calm.
He holds one finger to his lips, which suddenly curl into a cat-like smile.
For now, please join me on a short stroll.
Kuras's golden eyes twinkle in the low light. He beckons me away from the main thoroughfare and down a side street filled with vendors hawking late-night snacks. What? Wait! Powerfully curious despite myself, I hurry after Kuras. Each of his long, graceful strides easily doubles mine. I catch a glimpse of his gleaming white coat as it disappears around the corner of the street. The moment I catch up, the enticing scents of freshly baked goods flood my nose. My stomach rumbles loudly. I'm gonna have to order some food after this. Every time I record, as soon as food is mentioned, I get hungry.
1 honey pistachio cookie, please.
Coming right up. Without breaking his swift pace, Kuras plucks the sticky confection out of the merchant's hand and offers it to me. Aww. The heavenly smell makes my stomach rumble again. I take a bite without hesitation. Just like, here's your cookie, and the cookie's gone. And maybe one of his fingers, too. That was delicious. Kuras watches me with an indulgent smile, and I noticed he hasn't gotten anything for himself. Him eyes are so pretty. You're not hungry?
Do not concern yourself with me.
He stops mid-sentence, his eyes darting back the way we came. The hairs stick up on the back of my neck. I turn just enough to peek over my shoulder, hoping I don't look too suspicious. Sure enough, it's the same cleric who waylaid us in the street, now looking very irritated. Ooh, they mad. Uh-oh.
Well, disappointment can be a learning experience.
Glimmers of realization dawn over me as I stare up at him. What exactly was in those vials?
Perhaps a potent alchemical catalyst, or some stale fish skin. The two do resemble one another, and it can be quite difficult to tell them apart.
Is he serious? I chance another glance at the cleric, who's now trying to elbow her way between the food stalls. A few people move aside, but most don't even notice her efforts. The street's too packed with hungry patrons.
Shall we?
Shall we run for our lives? Without waiting for my response, Kuras glides swiftly into the crowd once more. You're messing with her. You're messing with a cenobium cleric?
I am astounded you would even suggest it.
Kuras! I must still look incredulous, because his smile softens. He lifts his hand as if to pat my shoulder, then stops himself.
You have nothing to fear from her.
Mm-mm. He ducks into what looks like an abandoned doorway that opens into a small covered market. The stalls here are packed with more spices than I knew existed. Taking a short breath makes me sneeze. Kuras slows his pace, occasionally pausing to examine the insistent hawker's wares. Wait! He looks up from a display of livid red leaves, each as long as my forearm. Ooh. Blood nettles. The hermit and I used to make medicinal tea from patches growing around the few remaining oases. oases. Oses?
All roads really do lead to Eridia, if this plant made it here with fresh leaves. You said I have nothing to fear, but everyone in Eridia seems very wary of the cenobium. People fear the obvious trappings of power, wealth, force, or an ostentatious tower. For my part, I find such trappings disappointing. The cenobium once had great potential. They squandered it decades ago, in the pursuit of trinkets, pleasure, and petty tyranny. Their narrow, prosaic interests have rendered them blind to all else that moves.
I think that's the most I've ever heard Kuras say on any topic. Oh, there's no reason to be mad at you, Sitali. It's very okay.
You sound like you know them well. Kuras lets out a long, low sigh. You miss little, Espoir. Familiarity breeds contempt, and I am more familiar with the cenobium's crude methods than I would like to be.
Now I'm getting somewhere. Something beyond vague warnings or swift deflections.
I decide to press the point while I have the chance.
Familiar how? Aw, dang it.
Kuras stops in front of a pickled fruit display, and I nearly run into his back. He steps aside at the last moment and rests his arm gently but firmly on my waist. I tense, but he's careful to avoid my bandaged hands. Our pursuer refuses to take no for an answer.
Again? I thought we'd lost her in the crowd. I crane my neck to look for the cleric, but Kuras shakes his head.
This way.
The
next street over is home to high-end brothels with steep stairways and shadowy passages, perfect for discreet trysts or losing a persistent tail. Pink curtains and painted facades sprawl around me like a giant colorful warren. It only takes a few more twists and turns down blind alleys and narrow walkways before I'm completely turned around. Kuras, however, seems to be following some map in his mind. He takes each turn with swift confidence, guiding me with the occasional nudge. The passages between
Oh yeah, I forgot the buildings are kind of like falling a little bit.
Oh yeah, you should totally try to draw him. Revskull. I think I should try to draw him. He is so pretty. The passages between teetering buildings are so narrow that we have to slink through single file. Just a little further. His effortless grace is almost infuriating. It takes every ounce of concentration I have to avoid tripping over the loose tiles, discarded clothes, and unidentifiable rubbish. Meanwhile, Kuras's long legs seem to float over every obstacle. His clothes are still pristine, despite the soot-stained walls around us. How the heck does he do it? I'm still trying to puzzle it out, when I realize how warm the alley has become. The tiny gap between Kuras and me radiates heat, like a brilliant midday sun at the peak of summer. I wonder what happens if you fall back, but I think you're supposed to stay close to Kuras. I definitely don't want to get lost here. I stay as close to Kuras as I can without actually touching him. I promise I will not lose you. Was I that obvious? Our eyes meet, and despite my best efforts, I find it hard to hold his gaze. Sitali, 90% of all the games I play are on itch.io, but I think this game might also have a Steam version. Yeah, Blueberry Oakley, we're all kind of like blah, 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 proper name, place name, backstory stuff. Tee. I've never seen eyes like his. Despite our dark and dingy surroundings, it's like Kuras radiates his own warm light whenever he looks at me. Thank you for indulging me, Espoir. I believe we have lost our tale. Have we? Ooh. We emerge on the opposite side of the Amaryllis district. Warm light dances across the river from all directions. I approach the edge of the water, transfixed. It's incredible. That is really pretty. Eridia holds beauty and horror in equal measure. Did you enjoy your impromptu tour? Relief escapes me in a tired laugh. After narrowly escaping death, playing keep away from a Cenobian cleric seems almost normal. It was a nice change of pace. He laughs too, a soft and pleasant chuckle, completely at odds with his usual cool demeanor. Are you sure we've lost her? She will not deign to follow us this far. He sounds confident, though, enough. I was starting to wonder if we'd have to make a full circuit of the city to ditch her. A flicker of lamplight falls across the shore, softening his features. I should escort you back to your lodgings. It would be unwise to let you go alone. What about you? Are you staying at the Wet Wick? Of course not. Then you're going back to your clinic alone. You just said that was a bad idea. He pauses, stares at me, then his expression relaxed into a gentle smile. Fear not, Espoir. Only the most desperate or foolish would dare lay a hand on me. I wonder how he fights. It sounds insane after 2 near-death soulless encounters, but part of me believes him. A few townsfolk huddle beneath street lamps and in doorways, desperate to be as close to safety as possible. Kuras, on the other hand, looks more relaxed than ever. He strolls along the riverbank as if it were broad daylight. Even walking beside him makes me feel more secure, warmer inside and out. I seize that faint spark of hope and muster my courage. Did you mean it this morning, when you said I could come back to you for help? Every word. His mirth vanishes, replaced by calm focus. I don't know what to say to that. I half expected his offer to be a courtesy, an easy way to get me out the door. The fact that he meant it. Why do you ask? His eyes flick briefly to my arm, the one that he miraculously reattached when he found me. I can almost imagine him counting the neat stitches. I wanted to be sure. I'm still figuring out who's trustworthy and who's trouble. I see. Eridia does tend to attract extreme individuals. Including you? Ah, Espoir, I refuse to incriminate myself in your eyes. I can recognize a smooth deflection when I hear one. If he won't talk more about himself, maybe he'll tell me about someone else. I decide to ask about... Now you hold on a second. If you're gonna cheat me out of a question. Leander? Didn't he not like Leander? For guys who are like a group of friends, there's some who like really butt heads. Like what? For this game, Rev Skull, there's a DLC character named Elion. Ooh, I haven't seen them yet. I haven't seen them at all. Why did you send me to Leander for help? Few know Eridia better than Leander. The company he keeps can be questionable, but I had confidence in him. Yeah, his adders were rough around the edges. Leander has always preferred the company of those like him. Survivors of Lowtown's harsh realities. You must have noticed how they flock to him. I nod. Leander seemed to know every single person in the Wet Wick. And that's a good thing? Leander's closest peers trust him with their lives. I would say that counts for something.
Ver? What do you think of Ver?
Kuras visibly stiffens, and I remember the venom in Ver's voice when he grabbed me. That fluffing doctor.
He's so mad.
It looks like the feeling is mutual. Regrettably, Ver is one of my worst patients. How did you cross his path?
He stole my room key, like a butt.
You're fortunate that he did nothing else. He is far deadlier than he seems. There's a reason for the collar and chain.
Ver seems suspicious to me. I hesitate, waiting for Kuras to elaborate, but he seems to find even the thought of Ver distasteful. Ace? Have you ever been out to see Ace at the sea spring?
Once.
Only once? Seems like a spring with miraculous powers would interest a doctor. A long silence follows, so long that I'm not sure Kuras heard me. I'm about to repeat myself when he finally speaks in a near whisper.
Ace is the rare newcomer who has immediately proven himself worthy of respect.
Oh.
The sea spring is another matter. Hidden depths often contain unwelcome secrets.
You could say that about anyone around here.
A fair point. Nonetheless, I have seen many purported wonders, and the sea spring is unlike any other. Only time will tell what that means.
What about Mhin? You seem to be good friends with Mhin. Sounds like you and Mhin know each other well.
Kuras heaves a long, suffering sigh. I know them better than most, but not as well as I would like to. Like you, Mhin is a recent arrival. Their time here has been particularly difficult, as much as I would like to help.
He trails off, but I know exactly what he's talking about. Mhin doesn't seem like the sort to accept help. Do they always pick fights with adversaries twice their size?
I have implored them not to. They rarely listen.
With my curiosity sated for now, I fall silent. I wish Kuras had given me a little more to go on, but he's almost as tight-lipped about others as he is about himself. When we've circled back to the Wet Wick, the Amaryllis district seems even more raucous than before. Drunken patrons overflow into the wine-scented streets. How am I supposed to sleep with all this racket?
I suggest the stiffest drink at the bar. Alternately, a ball of wax.
Very funny. Even with how tired I am, I'm not sure I'll get a wink of sleep. I'm about to say goodnight when someone staggers out of the wick and collides into me. I stumble back, heels teetering on the edge of the filthy gutter.
A squaw!
The next thing I know, a pair of warm arms catch me around the waist. I find myself staring up at Kuras, pressed against his chest. His grasp loosens, but he doesn't quite let go. Something shifts in his gaze. His eyes fix on my face, and I feel myself growing hot all over at his intense scrutiny. What does he see in me? What is he looking for? Kuras?
Ah, my apologies.
Even after moving away, Kuras's warmth permeates my clothes. I quickly tug my cloak straight, trying to recollect my scattered thoughts. Good night. Thanks for everything today.
You are most welcome, especially the sewing my arm back on part.
He turns and slips into the crowd, though I can pick out his pristine white coat with ease. A chilly gust howls down the street. When did it get so cold? Aw, does Kuras radiate heat and warmth? Aw.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, she who lounges upon rings of Saturn. Hey, Nubian man, what if there's a bounty on us and Leander sells us out? 'Cause he totally might do that.
Kuras, the repentant angel. So do they mean angel literally or figuratively? From all appearances, Kuras is a principled doctor of extraordinary skill, but you know little about the man beneath the professional mask,
and Kuras keeps even his friends at a cool distance. If you uncover his deepest secrets, will you like what you find?
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if anything else happens. But what happens in that one part if we fall back when we're following Kuras through, like, the narrow alleyway? I don't know if that branches off into something else. I slow my pace to put some distance between us, but Kuras immediately notices and matches me. Oh, I did it again! What? Is something the matter? I'm just not used to this sort of place. Ah, I did not mean to alarm you. I believe we have finally lost our tail. Okay, alright. I don't know if each guy has something that leads to a bad ending or not.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Let's see, who's next? Who next? Yeah, I'm surprised that Ver and Kuras had the most votes. Let's see, Leander. Leander is next. My sweet darling, my husband, my Pookie Boo, who's totally going to betray me. Yet again, I find myself squeezing through a crowd to reach Leander. As the bartender leaves, Leander's expression falls with a spent sigh. Aww. He reaches over the counter to grab a bottle of black rum? Ugh. And skillfully pops it open for a swig. When he spots me, worry overtakes him. Man, he's pretty. Ugh. Now MJ has to go. Okay, MJ, I hope you get lots of rest. Thank you for coming. Oh, and SO is here. Hello, SO. When he spots me, worry overtakes him. Espoir, are you hurt? Leander's in front of me in a flash, eyes searching for injuries. I can't help but let out a small laugh. Don't worry, I've dealt with worse. That's a relief to hear. Sort of. You know what they say, it's not a party without mayhem and violence. Is that what they say? He offers me the rum, and I politely decline. Black rum? What's in it that makes it black? I'd rather not get into more trouble if I can help it. Instead, I plop down on a bar stool, doing my best to ignore its stickiness from who knows what. He sits beside me, resting his arm on the counter's edge behind us. With how close our stools are, I feel encircled by his body. I want to feel encircled by Leander's body. 2 days and you've already met everyone worth knowing. How are you finding Eridia so far? Dangerous! Not what I expected. You know what? Yeah, constant mayhem and almost dying, and people who want to try to kill me. I don't mind it. It's fine. Well, I'm alive. Eridia's not the safest place, but I'm starting to think that nowhere is safe. I wouldn't know. I was born and raised here, and haven't felt a need to venture elsewhere. To me, this is home. That sounds like a fantasy. I've never had a home, so I can't relate. I wonder what it's like to have roots in one place. Will I ever be able to live like that? Regardless, a pang of envy strikes my heart. Maybe once I'm free of my curse, I'll be able to try again. Eridia has its quirks, but you'll get used to it, or it'll eat you alive like a wild soulless. Truth be told, I wouldn't have it any other way. Leander sips his rum and watches the crowd. Everyone seems invigorated by the free drinks on his tab. Have you at least gotten to try some Eridia cuisine? I had these fried dough sticks from a vendor near Kuras' clinic. As soon as I begin describing my meal, Leander nods with recognition. The long lads from Wen's. You have to try them with the porridge. There's another stall a few blocks away that specializes in rosewater rice pudding. I can take you there sometime.
Like a date? That sounds delicious. And expensive. Though I know Leander would insist on paying, I despise the thought of relying on handouts. Or I could take you there once I earn some money. I still owe you for the inn room.
You don't owe me anything, Espoir. Giving you a place to sleep isn't generosity. It's human decency. If there's anything I can do to help keep you safe, I'll do it on a heartbeat.
I mean, I'm really hoping that I'm completely wrong, and he's a good boy, and he doesn't even think twice about not betraying us, but I still have this feeling that he's gonna betray us. Everything he says feels alien to me. The concept of human decency has long felt obsolete in this world, let alone someone actually caring for my safety. I stare at him, inspecting those clear emerald eyes for any hint of deception.
Is there something on my face?
There's something missing from your face. My lips. I sigh and lean back. If only.
Oh? What were you looking for?
Deception? I mean, that's the truth. Deception, condescension, disdain, take your pick. I hear his full laugh again, like rich velvet to my ears. Oh.
You're really something, though I can't blame you for being paranoid. Well, did you find anything?
I'm still looking.
I'm always game for a staring contest.
He sets the rum back on the counter with a clink. The next thing I know, Leander carefully takes one of my hands in his. The leather is rough, but his warmth seeps through.
I can't change whatever happened in your past. Believe me, I would try if I could. But you're here now, and I'll do my best to help you. I'm grateful you're giving me a chance at all.
Stop! That's a good one, Blueberry Oakley. The pure darkness in the world is what makes the rum black. Zone doll, how scandalous. He's so hot, I hope he locks us in a cage. Oh my. Oh dear. She who lounges upon rings of Saturn, please let Leander just be a yandere. You know, maybe this could go a different way. Maybe he won't betray us, but maybe he'll try to overly protect us. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. I like that thought. I like that thought a lot.
I'm grateful you're even giving me a chance at all.
My gaze drops to my hand wrapped up in his larger one. I remember how he felt yesterday. His smooth skin was electric to the touch. If you've seen what I've done, you might feel differently. He lifts my chin with the crook of his finger, forcing her eyes to lock once more.
You're not dangerous, Espoir. Trust me on that.
Yeah, I'm not dangerous to you, but you should have seen the last guy. My heart skips. I feel trapped in the softness of his expression and the lightness of his touch. I would be folded like an aluminum chair. His eyes are captivating, like cut jewels peeking through long lashes. I don't get to admire them for long. Leander notices some adders watching us. Like, yeah? What are you guys looking at? He loudly clears his throat and pulls away.
Well, maybe a little dangerous, considering I forgot my manners when I'm with you. You sure have a way of capturing my attention.
My face flushes. I also clear my throat and rack my brain for a response. Likewise, Oh, I just don't know what to do when I'm around you, Leander. I feel the same way. It's why I wanted to talk to you again. I mean, when the full game goes out, I am stampeding for Leander's route first. Leander's face softens.
I wanted to talk to you too.
I've been wondering, is it okay that you're spending time with me? Do you have work to do with the Adderstone or anything? I don't know how his group functions, but he sure likes to spend time at the Wet Wick. Yeah, you're supposed to be like a mercenary or something. You're over here at the bar.
Don't worry, there's plenty of work to do, but not tonight. Some days are slower than others. You came at the right time.
I smile, comforted by the idea of having good luck for once in my life. Sorry I crashed your little party. I had no idea you all knew each other.
I had no idea you knew all of them. How did you manage to meet everyone so quickly?
I honestly don't know. It's been a whirlwind.
I'm a little jealous. Part of me wants to keep you all to myself.
She who rests upon rings of Saturn, he's said it. He's Yandere Leander, please. Yandere Leander, please. Developers, please.
For your own safety, of course.
That's the kind of guy, you say that if you're going to put me into a cage, sir. I hope it's a nice enclosure with toys and food. Maybe Leander will. Maybe he will. Or I remember somebody in the last stream said that maybe the touch doesn't affect him because he's already crazy. Maybe in his route we'll see just how crazy he already is. Exactly, blueberry opening. Oakley, it's happening. Oh, he's either going to betray us or he's going to become a yandere. You heard it here, folks. This is our theory.
Everyone might seem nice, but half of them are monsters, and the other half have their own faults.
You sound like you know them really well.
I do. Probably more than some of them realize. Are you curious about anyone? I'll be happy to tell you what I know.
Mhin? Yeah, the Mhin was like working with him. Mhin's interesting. Not very forthcoming, though. I get the feeling they could use a friend.
You want to befriend them?
Yes. Couldn't hurt to try, right? I mean, they did kinda save my life.
Unfortunately, they prefer to be alone.
What makes you say that?
I've known them since they arrived in Eridia. We work well together, but they've turned down every attempt I've made at friendship.
All right.
Sometimes even paying Mhin for work can be a struggle.
Is Mhin part of the Adderstone?
No, contract only. Though they take jobs more often than some of the Adderstone do. I don't take it personally. I suggest you don't waste your energy on someone who won't respect your time.
Kuras? Kuras seems like a good person, although it's hard to believe anyone's a good person these days.
What does your gut tell you?
That he's good. He's a good guy. That's what I would think. You reattached my entire arm, you're a great guy. I think he means well. It's rare to find someone like that.
It's hard to tell. He's definitely keeping some secrets up his sleeve.
Everyone has secrets, don't they?
Not everyone.
Well, do you think he might be able to cure my curse? Leander starts to speak, then pauses. Now that I think about it, I think Leander is the only one who even knows what the curse is at this point.
Kuras is only a doctor. Your situation is a bit more complex, and of the magical variety. Besides, getting his attention requires a miracle all on its own. Even on good days, the queue for the clinic rounds the block 3 times over.
Ace? You seem like good buddies, even though you've said you tried to kill each other. Revscom, I'm right there with you on my hands and knees begging the developers for a Yandere Leander. It'll be the best day ever. So, you're friends with Ace?
You could say that. We've known each other for a long time.
A long time, you say? Define long time.
6 years, give or take. He tells me I'm the first decent human he met after coming from the Shroud. Could just be flattery, though.
Flattery? From Ace? I feel like we're talking about different people.
Really? What did you think of him?
He was kind of a jerk, to be honest.
I think he's a jerk. I thought he was going to kill me when I first met him. Scared me half to death for no reason. Leander stifles a laugh, eyes twinkling with fondness. Ace does well in Eridia because he knows how to scare people. But don't let it get to you. He's a monster. You don't think he'd be a threat? Not in the slightest. Is he all talk? I like to think of us as rivals. We keep each other on our toes, you know? Being rivals with a monster sounds like a death wish. Well, you should keep your distance from him. But me? You'd be surprised how much I can handle. Why you blushing, Lele? Ver? What do you know about Ver? Leander shakes his head slowly, his expression grave. He's a living example of this cenobium's cruelty. Most days, they keep him on a short leash. I'm surprised you met him. I do kind of feel bad for him, being all chained up like that. I didn't even know the cenobium had prisoners. I feel bad for him. The cenobium is an ode to false heroism and unethical practices. But Ver is by no means a model citizen. He's on that leash for the good of the people. You don't want to know the rumors I've heard.
But I do want to know the rumors.
Apparently, he's done some reprehensible things. But if you hate the cenobium, do you actually believe that? To love or hate the cenobium is one thing, but take one look at Ver in combat, and you'll know he's better off in a cage. By the way, have you kept our little secret? I don't remember what it was. Our secret? He wiggles his fingers at me. Oh, he means my curse. No one knows except you. Yeah, no one knows except you.
No one knows except you. Trying to keep me all to yourself, Leander?
Leander beams, his bright eyes crinkling at the corners. My heart flutters. I'm relieved to hear that. Let me know if you have some time to talk privately. I've already gathered some relevant information that you might be interested in. Really? That was fast. I live to serve. It's barely been a full day, but I don't doubt that Leander is flooded with connections. But I wonder what he's been able to dig up so soon. What kind of info, my sweetie pumpkin? I'll share everything, but not here. There are too many prying ears. If you're not busy, we could go upstairs. Yes, let's go upstairs. It's hard for me to hide my eagerness, or maybe it's desperation. At any new knowledge about my curse, my response comes out swiftly. I'm not busy. Leander gets to his feet, accessories jingling with each movement. After you. Exactly, Blueberry Oakley. If everyone in the chat had 3 wishes, all of them would be to have Leander as the yandere. Like, I don't even know if these developers intend for there to be a yandere in this game, but I would be entirely grateful if Leander became a little bit more than obsessed with us. Only after we entered my inn room do I start to overthink the situation. The room is little more than a dark box with a bed in the middle, which I forgot to make. Well, I didn't forget. I just never expected to have guests. Yet here I am, next to Leander, alone. And then he's like staring directly into your soul. If I ever did make one of those life-size cardboard cutout standy things, I think it would be Leander. If a developer was able to, they should sell those, like, life-size cardboard cutouts of their characters. Leander locks the door behind us. Peace and quiet. Except for the ongoing buzz of the bar right beneath us, and suspicious thuds from nearby rooms. They must be playing Mario Kart. Leander moves with familiarity through the space. With the flick of his fingers, the sconces light up on the walls. Ooh. He makes spell work look so effortless. Oh yeah, I forgot that he can do magic. I wonder if he had to sacrifice something for that magic. Ooh, I can't wait to see what his story is. Dim amber light washes over us. He plops onto the edge of the disheveled, squeaky bed. I shift awkwardly. There are no chairs, so my only option would be to sit beside him. On the bed. My heart hitches at the thought. Is something wrong? I shake my head, quickly waving my hands back and forth. No, nothing's wrong. It's just, oh no, there's only one bed. What are we gonna do? You're right, Silver Yumi. We must stay focused. Brothers and sisters, we must stay focused. Lord have mercy. Leander squints his eyes at me. You seem uncomfortable. A long silence later, he clicks his tongue. I'm so inconsiderate. This is your private space now, isn't it? I shouldn't be barging in here like this. No, please, barge. By all means, barge. No, that's not... I'm sorry, Espoir. You've been through so much the past couple days. We can talk about this tomorrow. You should rest. No, please, barge! Panic wells in my chest. After everything he's done for me, I can't shut him out. What if there is no tomorrow? When he moves to stand, I rush forward without thinking. I plant my hands firmly on his shoulders and reset him on the bed. I'm above him now, staring down into his wide green eyes, with barely a breath of air between us. I didn't think this far ahead. I didn't think at all. Instead, I force out the only words on my mind. Don't leave, please. Espoir, you're afraid. Yeah, sure, afraid. Yeah, let's call it afraid. Wait, is he? Is he being manipulative, Zondol? Because if he is, it's working. My fingers tremble. I'm about to pull away when Leander catches both my wrists in his hands. He guides my hands back to his broad shoulders, my palms resting firmly against him. I won't leave you, Espoir. Tears sting at the backs of my eyes. I want so badly to believe those words. I try to muster as much strength as possible so my voice isn't a croak. Do you promise? I promise. What if I'm paranoid about you being nice to me? Yeah! Then I'll keep being nice until you get used to it. I won't leave you, and you won't leave me. His thumb draws circles on the insides of my wrists, grounding me. You have something I've never seen before. Your curse is strong, yet you're stronger. The way you're able to contain it. It's fascinating, and well, it's a little embarrassing. His voice lowers to a whisper. But I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. It's happening! Or it's gonna happen in the full game. I stare at him, blankly, my brain refusing to process his words. What did you say? What? Who said that? Nothing. I mean, no one. Just forget I said anything. I mean, I didn't say anything. Am I dreaming? This feels like a dream. The air is dizzyingly hot, and I'm trying to keep up with what's happening. But Leander continues anyway. I may be getting carried away with this. It's not every day I find something that truly challenges me. But I'll do everything on your terms, at your pace. Anything you want, Espoir. My chest feels like it's about to burst. This man is going to be the death of me. Touch his face. Touch his face. I can't deny what I want, and it must be obvious to Leander too. But instead of having a modicum of restraint, not a modicum of restraint, I blurted out, I want to touch your face. Oh, you're more forward than I thought. Is that okay? He slides his hands from my wrists to my palms and gently brings them down between us. It's better than okay. My lips quirk into a relieved smile. Hurry up, then. Your wish is my command. He begins unwinding the bandages,
stopping occasionally to glance at me. I don't take my eyes off him. When my hands are free, I start small, carefully grazing the edge of his jaw with the pads of my fingers. I feel it clench beneath my touch, as if Leander's trying his best to hold still. Emboldened, I cup his cheeks, letting the warmth spread beneath my fingertips. Well, are you enjoying yourself?
Very.
My thumb moves over the ridge of the scar on his cheek, and he shudders, his earring jingling against my knuckles. That tickles. Yes, I'm enjoying myself.
Maybe too much.
Maybe too much. It's like my body moves on its own, spurred by desire and nothing else. I swipe my thumb down, brushing lightly over Leander's lower lip. Do we kiss him? I don't remember. Something flashes in his eyes, something scaldingly hot. He lowers his voice to a husky whisper. What else do you want? Why is he even asking? He knows the answer. I've never touched someone like this before, and even though it makes my head spin, it's not enough. I want more. I want more too. Leander, stop! Stop! Or don't stop, please don't. My thoughts scatter. We're already here, alone, in this dark room, on the edge of the bed. I could easily push him down onto the sheets, get on top of him, and... A sharp gasp escapes me. Gosh darn it, sharp gasp! And I quickly pull away. I can't let this get out of hand. Please, please do let it get out of hand. Are you all right? I can barely hear him over my thundering heartbeat. I nod, clumsily wrapping my hands around the bandages. Oh, thank you so much, Kai Halak. It's good to see you. Oh, I understand. I hope you have a good day. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This stream might be a little bit shorter because we're just we're just doing the little side paths for all the characters. But I really appreciate you stopping by. Yes, please, let it get out of hand and foot. Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. I think I'm just getting a little overwhelmed. He gives me a faint smile. That's cute. Luckily, we're already in your room. I'll get out of here and let you get some rest. I let out a breathless laugh at that. Leander rises and tugs his gloves back on. But kissy poos! Thanks, Leander, for everything. Don't you dare betray me. Don't you dare betray me. I'll still love you, but come on now. He gives me one last sweet smile, accompanied by a wink. Good night, Espoir. Night. My entire heart, just my whole heart belongs to Leander. Long after he departs, I still feel the warmth of his skin on mine, burning through the bandages. I'm going to have a hard time sleeping tonight. A feeling nags at the back of my drowsy mind. I'm forgetting something really important. Yeah, wasn't he gonna tell us information that he gathered? Wait. Yeah, didn't Leander say he had some information for me? Did you just come up here for hanky-panky and kissy-poos? Leander, the heroic mage. Leander offers you something that should be impossible. A taste of normalcy, free of your curse. As the first person to withstand your touch. He could change your life, but some things are simply too good to be true. Leander promises to help unravel your curse, but at what cost? Like, he seems so untrustworthy only because he seems so trustworthy. Oh golly. We did Kuras, we have Mhin to do, we did Ver, we did Leander, and Ace was next. Ace! I know he's a lot of people's favorite. Ooh, I'll have to check that out, Zone Doll. That Xander is a VTuber who has a nice deep voice for Leander. I'm gonna have to check that out. Morbid curiosity draws me after Ace. I slink out the back of the wet wick. Oh yeah, he was he beat up the guy who was like gonna beat me up, and then he's like out in the alley pummeling the guy. The alley's dead silent. Not really what I expected from a fight. Ah! Why does that keep happening? Quit it! A dull crunch reaches my ears. Then a thud. I peer around the corner of the building, careful to keep hidden. Dark, glistening red coats the ground, spidering down shallow ridges in the cobblestone. It guides my eye to a collapsed body across from me. Oh, he's dead. Ooh, I will take a note of that. She who lounges upon rings of Saturn. Check out Fulgur Ovid's stream. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Fulgur Ovid. I'm gonna write that down. Thank you. Hee hee hee. Ah. Oh, Miko, you're back. Hello. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of the deep voices that I can do, but when people with actually deep voices voice these characters, it's even better. Once so violent, the lowlife is now little more than a sack of crumpled flesh, blotted with mud. Ace exhales, his breath misting against the cold air. Blood flecks his knuckles as he looms over the motionless man. Fear spreads like ice in my bones. Moments ago he was joking and friendly with the others, but now... Ace's crimson eyes find me in the dark. Not running, Sparrow? I rarely rise to my feet, moonlight illuminating my face. I thought I was out of sight. Got eyes in the back of my head. He's a cool guy, but he's also a bully, which means we could probably trust him more than we can trust Leander. Ace steps off the man. My eyes stay locked on the body. It's wet with layers of blood and grime, and completely still. He is? I was just about to say, oh, he's dead. He's alive. Are you sure? Calling me a killer or a liar? Killer. Killer? In fact, I bet you've killed more people than you can count. I'm flattered. I've honed my instincts. It's the only way to survive in the wild. Sharpen your instincts, so that if you encounter something truly dangerous, you can survive. By running, preferably. Yet here I am, still standing in front of Ace. You scared? You won't hurt me. It comes out less confident than I'd like. His eyes flick down my body, then up again. Not like him, at least. Ace tries to rub his reddened knuckles clean, but ends up smearing the blood even more. I keep making bad impressions on you. I didn't know you cared about my opinion. Just prefer you didn't crap yourself when we talk. Annoyance bubbles in my chest. Well, I'm not crapping myself, even with your bad impressions. 'Cause now I know that you're not that scary. Leander said you're not that scary, even though you probably are that scary. Like the first time we met, Ace chips away at my fear, replacing it with irritation instead. He kneels beside the lowlife and frisks him. I can't help but wonder if the crime was worth the punishment, but I hold my tongue. Deftly, Ace's hands search through the man's pockets. It doesn't take him long to find his prize, a cigarette and a matchbox. Ha! Aw, thank you, Midnight Chaos. I do my best. Hello, Blazy. Welcome. We're getting close to the end, though. I think after we hang out with Ace, we hang out with Mhin, and that's the end for this demo. Ooh, I'm already getting a little tired. Yeah, I don't think Ace kills you at any point during the demo. That's the first thing you heard me go. You heard I could easily push Leander onto the bed and get on top of him. Yeah, Ace is tough, but not scary. He strikes a match, and sparks illuminate his angular features with a golden glow. He is very pretty. It's distracting for a moment, but my gaze inevitably drops back to the muddy body. You're just gonna leave him there? Ace draws deep from the cigarette. He exhales heavily, smoke curling past his lips. I breathe in a sweet, spiced scent. Ooh. As his tensions melt away, he looks at me with cool-lidded eyes. Should I give him a blanket? Unbothered by the maybe corpse, he takes a seat on the crate opposite the bar. I stand awkwardly, forgetting why I came out here in the first place. An unpleasant silence stretches between us. Weather's nice. Cold, murky, and humid, he means. Ugh. I want to believe he's teasing me, but for all I know, this is pleasant for Eridia. Was Princess good company? Who? He takes another long drag. His metal rings catch the light of the cigarette in a flash of red. Cool. The Soulless who escorted you back. Oh, you named it Princess? It was a very good girl. Jealous? I return a smile. You have no idea. I think your nickname's more fitting. Sparrow? Not sure where Ace got it from. Maybe I should tell him to call me by my name, but it's kind of nice. Now that I'd ever... Not that I'd ever tell him that. Before I can dissect my feelings, I quickly change the subject back to the Soulless. She was cute. Very good girl. She was kind of cute. In a weird way. I glance absent-mindedly at my hand, remembering how she nuzzled my palm. Ace's eyes softened for a brief moment. Her tail wouldn't stop wagging when she got back. The group of them don't get much attention. Think she's cute now. Wait till you see her tricks. You taught her tricks? Princess is a smart one. She'll learn anything if you have the right rewards. Sounds about right. The idea of tamed Soulless is still so outlandish to me. I was attacked by a mindless, bloodthirsty beast, and he's talking about them like they're pets. But it's possible because of the sea spring. I need to get the answers he wouldn't give me before. Listen, sir. I carefully take a seat beside him on the crate, contemplating my strategy. Ace doesn't seem to mind. He closes his eyes, tilts his head back against the wall, relaxed. Without the pressure of his intense gaze, I feel myself ease up, as long as I keep my attention away from the bloody heap across from us. Oh, it's somebody's birthday. Happy early birthday, Jelly Evie. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I want to do a birthday stream for I think on July 5th, but I'll need to plan that a bit more. Ooh. I hope your surgery goes well, she who lounges upon rings of Saturn. I have a few playlists, I think I have one playlist of just, silly games, and I have one playlist of, games that are my favorite. But I do have a few playlists, and you can just have that on and have that going. I gotta go to the bathroom in a second.
I glance over at Ace and let my eyes linger. A sea glass-colored tattoo spirals up his arm, painting over grooves of muscle. Silver jewelry glints in the moonlight, drawing my eyes to his bare chest, rough hands and curved jaw. His ears, his horns, his pupils, everything about Ace is sharp, even the fangs that only show when he grins. Not many scars, though. Strange, save for the one cut along his brow. Oh yeah. Ace is unmarked for how seasoned he acts. What's your verdict? You cute! I whip my head in the opposite direction. What verdict? Got a long, good look. Are you impressed, or do I need work? My face grows hot. I've seen worse. I guess I've seen worse. He responds with a low chuckle, draped in smoke. Keep staring, then. My embarrassment spikes. Without thinking, I blurt out a new topic. I have questions about the sea spring. Boredom eclipses his amusement in an instant, and he closes his eyes again. Of course you do. I thought I made myself clear about what you'd be giving up. Yeah, before you kicked me out to go drinking. I still need to know more. My turn for a question. It sounds more like an order. I bristle under his narrowed gaze. Fine. He takes a long pull from his cigarette and lets the smoke trail slowly from his nose. Your curse. What about it? This song and dance is all too familiar. The selfish questions come first. What does it do? Is it painful? Can you control it? I brace myself for the inevitable onslaught. Is the thought of living with it really so unbearable? I can't touch nobody. My dread dies with his words. No one has ever asked me that before. You've survived this long. Unless you're running out of time, I'd wonder if it's really worth the sacrifice. He flicks the cigarette aside and props his head on blood-smeared knuckles. But what do I know? I'm just an outsider. My fingers fuss with the trim of my cloak. Ordinarily, I'd be annoyed, but now my chest feels tight. You could have sold me if you were less... You could have sold me if you were less... You could have sold me if you were less honest. You're a crappy salesman. He laughs under his breath. Only when I like the buyer. We lapse into silence again. This time, it's surprisingly nice. The quiet, chilled air is a balm on my nerves. You know, you didn't seem like an outsider back at the bar. A lot of people like you. Ace raises a brow at me. I start by asking about... the bathroom. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and take, like, a 5-ish minute break. I will be right back.
Eh. Eh.
Eh. Come on, OBS. Alright.
Hello. I back.
I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, we're getting close to the end. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna talk about everybody. I've already ordered me some food. Hehehe. I'm back. Oh, AX Fantasia. Yeah, we're getting close to the end. I think we've just got a quiz ace on everybody, and then we're gonna talk to Mhin. It's super okay. She who lounges upon rings of Saturn. The super chats are not necessary. Don't even worry about it at all. I'm just glad that you're here. You're all here, and you're spending time playing video games with me, and you're listening to my voice. That's what I appreciate the most. I mean, it is really appreciated because these bandages aren't cheap. Well, I mean, they are cheap. But it is not necessary at all. Don't feel bad if you can't donate. Just, what is it? Liking and subscribing and what else? And commenting on my videos. That helps it. That helps the YouTube algorithm. I assume that's all you need to do. Oh, not at all, Silver Yumi. I got some Shake Shack. They had a special on avocado bacon burgers at the Shake Shack. And I got some chicken bites and some cheese fries. They had a buy one get one free for the burgers, so I got 2 burgers. Plus I also had a coupon because it already tacked on like, oh, here's another $9 in taxes just to tack on. It's fine. I'm going to relax after this, and I'm going to treat myself today because it's very, very hot. Oh, thank you so much, Holly Sutherland. And I appreciate all you guys being here, Midnight Chaos. Alright, let's see what this young man thinks about everybody. So he's friends with Vare, we know that. I do my best, Jelly Evie, just to make a nice, comfortable, fun place where we date yandere characters and get kidnapped. But yeah, I just want to make a nice place to just be myself, to heal myself, and also maybe impart some laughs and good wisdom to you guys. But mostly I want to show my friends cool games. I was surprised to see that you and Vare were close. Blessing and a curse. From what I've gathered, most people think he's, I don't know, an a-hole. And water's wet. I wait for him to elaborate, but he doesn't. So, what do you like about him? Ace lets out a quiet laugh. Lot of things. You already named one. That he's... You like that he's an a-hole? Temperament matches the drapes. Looks good in blood and better in tears. Oh yeah, didn't Vare say that Ace is very large? Oh, did they have a thing? Are they roommates? Favorite thing's the tail. Sometimes it frizzes up a few. He catches himself, clears his throat. It's hard not to let the disappointment show in my expression. No, please. Please continue. Vare is one of the most honest people you'll meet. Just... Oh, wait, that's him saying that. Ver is one of the most honest people you'll meet. Just don't listen to a single thing he says.
Well, that was confusing. Oh, I kind of want to hear him talk about Ver some more. Tell me about your boyfriend. Kuras? I didn't know that you and Kuras were friends.
In a way, I help him in the clinic sometimes. Doctor doesn't let most people closer than arm's length.
And you do?
Heart's on my sleeve. Get the sense Kuras was like that in the past. Must have been burnt.
Who hurt him? He trails off, then shrugs.
He opens up in his own ways, if relaxed enough.
I can't even imagine that.
You'd be surprised. Even the doctor has an endearing side.
I can't decide what's more intriguing, the fact that Kuras has an endearing side, or that Ace managed to coax it out of him. Oh. It kind of seems like Ace might be the most friendly with everyone. I don't think there's anyone who dislikes Ace. Aww.
Tell me if you uncover any of his other secrets. I'd kill to know more.
What about sweet Mhin? Maybe Mhin doesn't necessarily like you, but they definitely pay attention to you. Ace's exasperated reaction takes me off guard. He growls and pinches the bridge of his nose. Oh.
I make enemies as easily as I breathe, Sparrow. Doesn't bother me. But that dove's got it out for me for no reason.
Okay, I take back what I said a minute ago. Maybe they're unsettled by the sea spring.
It's not about that. Goes without saying that they've got some issues. Don't think they understand that you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Honey has left a bad taste in my mouth in the past. It could be the same for them. Yeah, someone being too nice to them and saying that they love them and want to protect them and then betrays them.
At least you're capable of a conversation. Do me a favor. Teach the doves some manners. Thought they'd lay off eventually if I didn't bite. Hasn't happened yet.
I briefly considered the possibility that Mhin wants to get bitten, but I'm not about to propose that. What about your best buddy, Leander? You and Leander clearly get along well.
You like Leander?
Doesn't everyone? He's helped me a lot since I arrived in Eridia. I actually made myself a little dizzy doing that. I can't be doing that. He even got me a free room at the Wet Wick.
His charm has gotten him far, but for a leader, he sure likes it when others take charge.
Part of me desperately wants to ask what he means, but Ace continues before I get the chance.
Surprised we get along?
I thought you'd be at each other's throats, not drinking buddies. His smile is easy, but there's a dangerous edge to it.
Leander's done a good job, for a human. Naturally, there'll come a time when his resolve will be tested. Same could be said for anyone, in this plane or the next. As for my resolve, stick around in Eridia long enough, and you'll find out.
I nod, slowly. I can't decide if that's a promise or a threat.
Got any more observations, Sparrow?
My main point, speaking from experience, is that being an outsider usually means you don't have friends.
I don't.
But you have lots of friends! I level him with a tired look.
Fine, I'll confess. I have one friend.
Don't say yourself. Ocudius?
Ocudius?
Is that the thing that's in the blood water? My skin prickles at the name, hair standing on end. Who's that?
A friend. It lives in my head.
Oh, okay. It lives in your head. Eyes taps his temple with a finger.
Right here. Scared you off yet? That'd be the third bad impression I've made on you today.
Stop. I'm stunned for a long moment, processing what he's just told me. Then I burst into a fit of laughter. You're serious? Ace grins wide enough to flash his fangs.
Deadly.
It sounds so absurd, especially on top of everything I've gone through in the past 2 days. It feels like I'm living a fever dream. I've come close to death more times than I can count. I've encountered tame soulless and a horrifying group mind. Now I'm supposed to believe that there's someone living inside Ace's head. I mean, that's not that unbelievable. Aw, thank you so much, Silver Yumi. There are tears in my eyes by the time I rein myself in. Ace waits patiently, lips quirked in amusement. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. You just made it sound so normal. The tension that wound my shoulders so tightly has melted away. For the first time in a long time, I don't feel like I'm bracing to break. I feel like I can breathe. Hey, I think Ace is the only person who's, made a joke that actually disarms us. Maybe he's a good guy. Dukas! Where in the rat's booty cheeks are you? Oh yeah, the nearly dead guy. Almost forgot about him. A shout cracks the spell. Raucous, gruff shouts echo. Raucous, gruff shouts echo down the streets, followed by the thunder of heavy boots sloshing through mud. The voices share the lowlife's accent, the same lowlife who's still maybe dead, lying bloodied across from us. I nearly forgot about him. I jump to my feet as their voices get louder. They're closing in quick. Ace pulls me by the wrist out of the alley, away from the beaming moonlight. We dive into a nook between buildings, veiled in the shade of tattered canopies. It's a tight fit. Ace boxes me in against the wall. Oh dear. He towers over me, his body all but pressed against mine. For the second time today, the heady scent of smoke envelops me, now cut with the metallic tinge of someone else's blood. Ace pinches, his voice low, pitches. Quiet. My heart leaps into my throat. I'm suddenly acutely aware of the heat radiating off of Ace, the feeling of his leg grazing my thigh, the closeness of his breath. No, Ace, don't steal me away from my sweet Leander. This is bad. I squirm against him and earn a burning crimson glare. Do we really have to? His hand covers my mouth, muffling my whispers. He shakes his head. Don't. Dang it, he's over there. Dukas, wake up, you bastard. A group of individuals, all branding spiked weapons, fill the alley. Ooh. They wear violet sashes, some kind of uniform. I wonder if this is a faction that we'll have to worry about. I wish I could see what they were doing, but Ace's arm blocks my sight. My eyes trail up the teal markings that coil around his arm, his bicep. They lead up to his collarbone, past the cords hanging around his neck, and to the smuggest smirk I've ever seen. Glare at him? I will stare respectfully at your chest. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of options. My eyes dart away from his face, following the line of his necklace down his chest. The way the pendant hangs above his abdomen, just before the skin gets swallowed by darkness. A thrill jolts through me, my face hot beneath his touch. This can't be happening. Why am I getting so worked up in this situation? Because... that's why. The voices in the alley grab Ace's attention this time. He's got more broken ribs than whole ones. What kind of freak did this? Fan out. Find the one responsible, you three. Take Dukas back to base. At least he's still breathing. The alley clears out as footsteps rush away from us. We stay still until they're distant, melting into the rumble of the quiet, of the quarter. Only then does Ace take his hand off my mouth. When we finally step back into the moonlight, the night air is ice on my skin. Dazed, I feel the need to keep my eyes off of Ace at all costs.
thank you so much, she who lounges upon rings of Saturn. I am trying to get to 100,000 subscribers because I know it's possible. We just hit 45,000 subscribers, and I'm like, what? So you know what? I'm gonna try to aim for the stars. I want to get to shiny, the shiny silver play button thing. And that's it. Whatever I get after that, it's fine. I just want to see if I can achieve that. And we're doing it. We're getting there. Still can't believe I'm up to 45,000 subscribers. I still remember once I looked at my phone and I was at 3,000 subscribers and I couldn't believe it. But I'm very thankful to everyone. Was that really necessary? Staying hidden was the best option. Would be a hassle to run it. Oh, my voice is cracking because I'm thinking about those burgers. Staying hidden was the best option. Would be a hassle to run into them with you there. Oh, so you mean you could have taken all those guys with the swords? What, because I'm dead weight? Because 3 bad impressions are enough for one day. Oh, does he actually care about what we think about him? Yep, that's right, Lucy R. If there's one thing I've learnt in my 30s, it's everything is possible. You never know. You never know where you're going to end up. You could be going this one path, doing everything to achieve this one goal, and then you find yourself over here. Never would have thought about being a YouTuber. It's never been on my mind, and yet here I am. So that's why I always say it may be annoying, but keep moving forward. You never know where you'll end up. You might end up in some place. You might end up in the perfect place where you need to be. Wait, somebody's kitty's on the roof? Oh, Noodle. Are you just joining us, Noodle? We're kind of getting close to the end. Where were we? The answer is too vague for my liking, but he's probably right. Either way, I don't have the energy to argue. Yeah, I guess I would have just been standing there watching him fight. Come on, Sparrow. Let's get you home before you're framed for murder. Very funny. He's a funny guy. We reached the front of the wet wick too quickly. I hate to admit it, but I don't want to separate from Ace yet, and not just because he never answered my questions. He's infuriating. As much as he makes me feel on edge, he can also make me feel safe, secure somehow. You know where to find me. At the creepiest place in the world? Take your time before you decide to drink. I happen to like your crappy attitude. It takes me a moment to process that. Then my eyes flutter down to my feet. I'll keep that in mind. When I glance back up from the ground, Ace is already down the street, disappearing into the throng of people. No fanfare, not even a wave. Butthole. I don't think she's here right now, but one of my moderators, Sleepybug, I think she'll like Ace when she plays this game herself. She's taking a break right now, but she has a very nice, cozy YouTube channel too. And I have a feeling that she might like Ace. Ace, the demon renegade. An intimidating yet laid-back outsider, Ace presides over a sea spring with unnerving powers. He offers you a miracle, but the price means submitting yourself to the horrifying presence at the heart of the spring. Will you gaze into the abyss for answers, even at the risk of losing yourself? Maybe. Mhin, poor sweet Mhin. Where? I would have added them to the poll, but I can only put 4 options there. I can't let Mhin slip away so easily. They might be the most standoffish person I've met so far, but they're the only one who seems somewhat neutral on the Cenobium. Yeah. Dang it, I did it again. I'm pressing enter to advance the text, but it keeps
pressing something else. My gut tells me they know more about the tower than they're letting on. By the time I make it out of the bar, Mhin's already halfway down the street. Wait! Drawing my cloak close to ward off the chill, I hurry after them, but at this hour the Amaryllis district is full of carousers. While Mhin slips through the crowd with surprising agility, I struggle to keep pace. The edge of their cloak flutters as they round the corner. Determined to catch up, I take the same turn into a dim side street. But Mhin is nowhere to be seen. They're already behind me. There's already a knife at my neck. Didn't you learn your lesson earlier? I nearly jump out of my skin, whirling to find Mhin behind me. They don't even look ruffled. When did they get behind me? They're a ninja! They fold their arms, pointingly staring me down. I thought nearly getting eaten would have taught you that being out alone at night is dangerous. What about you? You're alone at night? Yeah. Unlike you, I can take care of myself. They glance away, their eyes scanning the street. Their gaze lingers on a particular building. Another tavern, before they look back at me. You've been lucky so far, but it won't last. Nobody in this city is trustworthy. Not even you? Especially not me. What do they mean by this? I've met clams that opened up more willingly than Mhin, but even if they don't talk about themselves much, they must have opinions on... Kuras. You seem like best buddies. You and Kuras seem to get along, though. The tense lines of Mhin's face soften. He's an exception. Few people are willing to help others. Fewer still when there's any risk involved. And of them, Kuras is unique. I have a feeling that Mhin doesn't smile often, but the curve of their lips, however slight, is unmistakable. Oh. They catch themselves. Aww. Eyes glazing over with feigned indifference. You blushing a little bit? He's not the worst. A decent doctor, even if he asks too many questions. But nothing in Eridia is free. He didn't take any payment from me. He rarely does. That just means he's paying down the debt elsewhere. What about Ver? How did you meet Ver? Mhin's face scrunches like they've just bitten into a rotten lemon. That perverse flea bag jumped me during fogfall, so I stabbed him and left him in the gutter where he belongs. Ha! Oh, Lucia has to go. Thank you so much for coming, Lucia. Thank you so much for coming. We're almost done here. My heart thuds hard in my chest. Their voice is icy with disgust. The night air feels warm by comparison. Goodness, Mhin. It's a shame it didn't stick. I suppose I'll just have to keep trying. It's one thing to strike down soulless. They're creatures of instinct, aggressive and dangerous to everyone. But monsters are lucid, thinking beings that Mhin seems to loathe. I take it your opinion hasn't changed. He fluffs with people for kicks. Every sentence out of his mouth is either crass innuendo or a conceited put-down, and whatever he's done is bad enough that the Cenobium has him on a leash. There are monsters living on every other street. He's the only one who needs a muzzle before he's taken out for a walk. Belatedly, I close my mouth. Sweet Leander? It seemed like Leander has only second place for Mhin's hate. Leander seems fond of you. He's an idiot, an obnoxious blowhard who can't shut up to save his life. Why you blushing now? Their words are harsh, but at complete odds with the flush creeping across their flushed face. Is that all? Mhin huffs, It seems to physically pain them to speak again. He does acceptable work. He pays on time, which is more than I can say for most, and the Adderstone look after Lowtown. If he was capable of being quiet for more than 10 seconds at a time, he'd be almost tolerable. Their tone grows almost fond, but when their brows draw together as they glare at me. What? But I'm not one of his adders. If he told you otherwise, he was talking out of his booty cheeks, as usual. His delicious, gorgeous booty cheeks. He has work to offer, and sometimes I take it. That's all. That's all? You're still blushing, Mhin. Oh, that's a good point, Silver Yumi. You looked up the definition of renegade. Renegade, noun, a person who deserts and betrays an organization, country, or set of principles. So that's what they said for Ace. So maybe he betrayed something and that's why he's here by himself? But yeah, what if they all betray me in some way? Somehow, I doubt that, but Mhin seems disinclined to say more. Yeah, Ace said that... Won't even let me finish the sentence. Ace said that Mhin really doesn't like him for some reason. You don't seem to like Ace. I don't like anyone, but especially not that bloodthirsty gangster. The words tumble from their mouth before I can even finish my sentence. Well, geez, Mhin, did he do something to you? Beyond existing, no, but I'm not waiting around to get hurt first. Oh, okay. So maybe there's a chance that Mhin will come around and they will be Ace's friend? Probably not. Probably not. That sea spring he runs, with all those smiling, red-eyed people, I suppose his one saving grace is that he hasn't forced anyone to drink from it. Yet. Monsters like him don't know or care about what they have. It makes me sick. Lore? Their voice echoes down the empty street, startling me. I blink, staring at them. You really don't like monsters, do you? Did monsters kill your grandma? Mhin fixes me with a flat gaze, their pale eyes like chips of ice. Every monster forced their way out of the shroud and into this world for some reason. I may not know Ace's reason, but to the vast majority of monsters, humans are food, playthings, or beneath notice. That may simply be their nature, but I don't have to like it, and I'm not going to risk my life in the hopes that any one of them is different. A lot of humans fear or hate monsters, but there's something different about how Mhin talks about them. It sounds personal. His Solus seemed to like him well enough. Do you think that's a compliment? A Solus nearly killed you earlier. Yeah. You were there, you saw it. There's a big difference between Ace's Soluses and that many-eyed Solus, but I don't think Mhin is open to hearing about that. Wait till you meet Princess. She's adorable. If you're going to keep asking questions, ask about something else. Doors bang open at the end of the street. Light and laughter pour out of the tavern, followed by a group of giggling people in white uniforms. Cenobium students having a night out in the town. Mhin hesitates only for a moment before they start down the street after the students. Hey, we didn't ask about the Cenobium. When I follow close on their heels, they grimace, speaking through gritted teeth. Why are you still following me? When I ask them about Ver, I notice something odd, besides their vehement dislike of him. While Mhin didn't exactly sound enthusiastic about the Cenobium, they were the first to speak of it with anything besides open animosity. Ahead of us, the students pile into another bar. Mhin ducks into the alley next to it. If nobody in this city is trustworthy, what about the Cenobium? The line of their narrow shoulders abruptly tenses.
They lift their chin, giving me a wary look. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? Kuras must have warned you about the nature of Eridia's currency. Right, information and secrets. I fidget, uncertain. I don't trust Mhin's unpredictable moods, and clearly there are things they aren't saying. Their eyes dip towards my hands, passing over the bandages like a razor, that steady gaze full of keen-edged possibility. I shiver, hastily shoving my hands into my pockets. They frown, but their eyes drift from me to the window of the bar next to us. It's opaque, rather either frosted glass or caked with dust, but some of the warm light diffuses out into the alley. The cenobium is a place of learning. If someone has questions that can't be answered anywhere else, the cenobium might have the solution. Or at least that's how it was, once upon a time. These days, its doors are closed to outsiders. That's about what I expected after being shooed off earlier. Just as I start to relax, they speak again. Whatever you're looking for there, the cost may be higher than you're willing to pay. The sheer hypocrisy of their words ticks me off. What gives you the right to talk when you're doing the same exact thing as me? What questions are you asking that only the cenobium can answer? 'Cause they were trying to get in too. Oh, hello, Violava. We're getting close to the end of this stream, though. Oh, thank you so much, Thank you so much, Violava. I really like your profile picture of Adam. But we're getting close to the end of the stream, and I think the food I ordered is going to be here soon. But I appreciate you showing up. That's personal. So there is something Mhin's looking for at the cenobium. I suppose that makes two of us. If they're following groups of cenobian students around, they must not be having much luck either. Everyone else seems to fear or hate the cenobium, but you don't. They flinch, spurred by curiosity and lingering annoyance. I press forward. You must know something about them, something you haven't told Leander or Kuras. But they're not letting you in, which means you're one of the outsiders. In the space between one breath and the next, Mhin closes the distance between us. Slender fingers grip the front of my shirt, and they slam me against the wall with shocking strength. Pretty! The force of the movement knocks their hood back, messy hair fluttering around their face. I'm standing on tiptoe. Mhin's lifted me nearly off the ground with a single hand. Are you hiding something, Mhin? The realization sends an electric tingle down my spine, but before I can begin to wonder what that's about, Mhin snarls in my face. You don't know what you're talking about. The angry twist of their mouth draws my eyes down to the beauty spot at the corner of their lips. I can't stop staring at it. The marks incongruously delicate compared to their fiery gaze. They are so pretty. Maybe that's why they wear the hood. They're too beautiful. Their steel-boned grip, but then so is the rest of them. Neither do you. Neither do you. We're practically strangers, so why are you acting like you know anything about me? Your line of questioning isn't exactly subtle, and it's not hard to guess that this has something to do with your hands. Hey, it could just be eczema. You know? You think you can use me to get into the cenobium? Don't be naive.
I don't get angry easily. I can't afford to, when a moment of carelessness could be fatal. But when Mhin mentions my hands, my temper flares hot. Who says I'm the one who needs you? Realization strikes me like a thunderclap. You're not getting anywhere by yourself either, are you? You can't help but make yourself ask for help. You're stuck, and it's your own fault. You need to believe the power of friendship. Mhin seems really small, Rev Skull, but if they can pick me up with one hand, like I think the player is like average size, but if Mhin can pick you up with one hand, they are strong. I brace myself, expecting Mhin to snap at me again. Instead, their eyes drop, their brow furrows in frustration, but the twist of their mouth is miserable. Their voice trembles, almost imperceptibly when they speak. I know. This city only cares about what you can give, or what it can take from you. Information, power, connections. If you're an outsider here, no one will help you. Nobody will even try. You don't belong anywhere. Hey, I'm sure Leander would help you. Or maybe betray you, we don't know yet. My heart thuds in my chest for an entirely different reason now. They seem suddenly very small. Alone, like me. Oh, Mhin. Ah! Mhin jerks backwards, releasing me so abruptly that I nearly stumble. Maybe they realized how close we were. Maybe they said too much. They might not like it, but I want to press forward. Determined not to let this go, I press forward. Mhin takes another step back, but this time, they're the one with their back against the wall. Look, we both want something from the cenobium, right? But neither of us are going to get anywhere on our own. We could help each other. It's worth a shot, don't you think? Mhin sighs. They sound annoyed, but any real hostility seems to have gone out of them. You've made it this far already. I'll grant you that. But if you're looking for help, you should look elsewhere. If you stay too close to me, you'll get hurt. Before I can think of what to say, the tavern doors bang open again. The cenobium students spill back out, considerably drunker. Their ranks seem to have swelled with other barflies. The group floods back into town, towards that great tower, rising moonward. As I'm distracted by the commotion, Mhin draws their hood up and slips away from me. I catch Mhin's eyes for just a moment, then they're gone, vanishing to the crowd. Wait, new best friend! Aww. I want to befriend Mhin out of spite. Mhin, the cursed outsider. So do they have a curse too? Despite their cold nature and familiarity with violence, Mhin is just as desperate as you to get into the cenobium. You may be able to help each other, but they're keeping as many secrets as you. They claim they're dangerous, but could they be your only chance at getting into the cenobium? And that is everybody. I love all the theories that are coming by. Yeah, and also Mhin's eyes kind of look a little cursed too. Did they have some red in their eyes? Does that mean that they might have drank the thing? Yeah, Mhin's eyes have the tiniest of bit of red in them, so did they have to do with the sea spring? Man, this art is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Ah, poor guy. Poor guy. I guess I'll leave it there. Ooh.
We could leave it on a picture of the boys, of the men's. Well, that was the demo for Touchstarved, and I thought they changed a lot more, but it seemed pretty similar to what I played about 2 years ago. But I'm still pretty excited for this game. I'm going for Leander. Like, the order I might go in, if I have the energy, if the game's not too long, is Leander, Kuras, Ace, Ver, and Mhin, if I get that far. Oh, no, I haven't. I have literally, like, I've played most of them, but I've got like 600 games that I've put in my collections on itch.io, and I have probably 200 games in a folder of games that I want to play, but no, She Who Lounges Upon Rings of Saturn, I haven't played Tri-City Monsters yet, but I do remember either you or somebody requesting that. Rainbow Factory Tailor Kuras? Kuras was the doctor's name. Yeah, there's a lot of theories. But I know this game is it's like a big group, so they've got like a Twitter, they've got like they've got a lot of ways for you to follow this game, not just itch.io. I'm pretty sure I thought I saw a Steam version. But this is just the demo. The demo's been, like, updated a little bit. And since I've been replaying games for my streams, I thought it'd be fun to play this again. Also, this saves me from editing a 5-hour video. Oh, I think I have heard of that, Silver Yumi. It's a cell phone game called The Arcana. It's got some really cool-looking characters in there. Whew. Okay. Ooh, my energy alarm bells are going off. So, thank you so much to everyone for joining me. Thank you to everyone who's lurking. Thank you to everyone who had to leave early. Thank you to everyone who couldn't make it but still wanted to be here. I do want to answer that, Rev Skull. I've been playing, like, for not videos, I've been playing a game called Revenge of the Savage Planet. I've been playing Palia. I've got a bunch of games in my Steam. I've been playing VR games like Beat Saber. Playing a lot of Fields of Mystria. But most of the games I play for my channel. If anyone has any questions or theories that I missed that you'd like me to read, you can put it in the comment section of this video when I end the live. Whew, I'm thinking about them burgers. Thinking about them avocado bacon burgers. My stomach's fighting me. But I think I'm getting pretty used to streaming. And I really like hanging out with you guys and you're seeing your reactions and all of us simping all at the same time. It's really a lot of fun, and I like connecting to people like this. So, next Saturday is Klein time. So we'll see how far we get with that game. And then the Saturday after that, I want to do a birthday stream, 'cause it is my birthday. Kind of. It's like around the day where my birthday is. So that's... The birthday stream is like July 5th. Yeah, July 5th. So I don't know what I want to do for that. That might be I don't know. I have no plans. Oh, I thought the music ended. No, it just looped. So I don't know what to do for that. I have no idea. I don't know. Should I play a game that I really like that's really personal to me? We could just chat. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. If we just had a just chatting stream. No distractions. Just us hanging out. I'll have to put together a music playlist for that. Now that I know how to do it. Yeah. So I really appreciate you guys coming in to hang out with me. liking my videos, I assume really helps the YouTube algorithm get my videos out there to other people so they can enjoy the shenanigans. Cause I am trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and we're almost there. Yeah, I think maybe it'll just be a just chatting stream for my birthday stream. But next week we're gonna spend some time with Klein. It's been a while since I played that game, and there's a lot that I missed. Klein is about a cell phone boyfriend app who is extremely yandere and then becomes a real boy. But yeah, I'm tired now, and I want to eat them bacon burgers. So thank you so much to everybody. I really, really appreciate it. It's starting to get hot, so remember to stay hydrated, drink extra water, stay out of the heat, stay inside if you don't need to go outside. Just really, really keep yourself safe from heat stroke, because I've had to deal with heat stroke and heat rash, and I don't like it when it's hot. So take care of yourself, have a great night, get lots of sleep, and I will see you later. Bye.